It says Xbox fanboys will never change, right? Hopefully this is a salty batch files, right? Let me skip forward, right? I never watch these intros, right? And we already got Cold Eastwood. Oh shit. It's gonna be one of those, right?
This rendition, whatever you want to call it, we're going to be going over their cherry-picking ideas, living in a delusional fairy tale land, if you will. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it.
Oh, nice try. He's not going to catch me with that shit again. All right.
Starting off like the opener there, Colt liking to choose his own words and his own variants of how things play out and how a certain fan base is versus the other. We all know there's toxic fanboys in every fan base, whether
you didn't he call I forget who it was. I think it was, oh no, it's Alex. Didn't you call someone a nonce, right? Over PlayStation, right? Like, you're a toxic fanboy, right? All for the love of PlayStation. You'll make a fool out yourself.
Whether it's Nintendo, whether it's PlayStation, whether it's Xbox, of course. And why I do this is because there's a plethora of Xbox discourse throughout the medium. The misinformation is very heavily one-sided.
Oh, it was Sir Bruvy and all. Okay, so he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nib did too, right? Nib did too. I know Nib also did it. I mean, god damn. It's funny how he says that there's a plethora, right? If there's a plethora, then how come all the time the tweets that you show are so old, right?
And nobody else covers this. This is why I do that. Play where you want, do what you want, all that sort of stuff. But again, for those that might be new to the channel, this is why I do what I do for the Xbox on a more consistent basis, obviously. So let's get to our first example here. This is, of course...
So is he still, like, pretending like he's not a PlayStation fanboy?
Of course, a.k.a. Andrea Piccinini, a.k.a.
Oh, God.
Joseph Cruz, the rebranded catfish extension.
And look what he's got on his hook. Someone's been down by the banks yet again. It looks like he's got himself a catfish on the line.
Themselves that... Still blows my mind they got away.
Yeah, it blows my mind as well. I mean, every single time you do one of these videos, we got the catfish. Yes, we've already got Cold Eastwood. Now we've got the catfish. I mean, wow. All right, let's see what you caught.
With it all, but here we are. Them stating Silent Hill 2 gameplay on Xbox Series X, the king. Why are they bolstering this up, guys, by the way, before we get to the bottom of this? Because it had a very differential piece in regards to the version.
And this is what I mean. This shit is from November 21st, right? And I mean, how is this even cope?
For Silent Hill on Xbox, it supposedly, performance-wise and such, did better than the PlayStation 5. So now, this game is amazing. However, if we were to reframe some things, rewind time a little bit, let's go back and, like Romulus here...
Oh, wait, so he's trying to say this is cope because they got a better version of the game? What type of salt is this, right? This is what I mean. This guy does this every single time. He will always swear that he has some salt, but it will just be him seething about some shit. That's crazy. I did not even know this shit happened.
I'm not interested in that franchise quoting them, right? Extension, 4K, 8K, whatever you want to call it. If the game is Silent Hill, good for you. I'm not interested in that franchise, but I will be glad that you PS fans get some good news for a change, right? With the smiley face or whatever emoji.
Yeah, get out of there. I mean, brother, look at the look on his face. He is seething. All right? I mean, holy shit. Yet again, old dude with old news, and he's coping, right? I don't know why he's showing this. Right? This just doesn't make any sense to me.
There, but yeah.
And then the tweet that he's showing is from 2021. Wow. 5 years ago. Half a decade. Just for you to see about Xbox getting a better version, right? Let me guess. On Digital Foundry, the shit was running like 5 frames better. Like... these guys are silly as fuck, man.
They don't care until it fits their narrative once again.
Oh, God.
For anybody that follows people that flip-flop that bad, consistently, flip-flop,
you guys
flip-flop.
The PlayStation guys do this shit too. These will be the same people at the with like the Xbox Direct. These will be the same people like, oh, Fable looks good, yada yada yada. Both of the fanboys do this shit.
Stop misinformation, catfishing, you name it. The list goes on and on.
Oh, and you keep on bringing up catfishing, but you're the only guy I know who will go out of his way to be so engaged with a catfish, right? Like, this is really starting to reveal a lot about you, right? Like, very low sodium. I mean, it's like, brother, this is not a good look. He should have cut this out. There's no way he watches his videos back.
It's always caught in 4K, 8K, time and time again. And still, you got these brain-dead, deluded fan base that does follow accounts like these.
Brother, you follow this account. You keep up to date with this account. You heavily monitor this catfish account, right? Like, you know everything that's going on with this account, right? Up to damn near 5 years ago.
Unabashedly so. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Once again, rewriting that narrative and what...
Yeah, you just wanted to cope about it real quick. I thought that we were showing fucking salt, brother.
Whatever they need to do to move that goalpost, of course. So let's get to the next one here. Meyer Park stating, this is some weird stuff here. I just wonder if the rivalry from Sony's side will ever end, right? Microsoft wants to be friends, so now it's a kumbaya type of situation with some of the fan bases. They've some of the fanboys and such have raised the white flag, right?
I mean, nah, I think they just want
money.
You know, it's funny that he says this whole kumbaya shit, right? Like, with the whole Helldiver shit, didn't PlayStation, like, change their goddamn header to, they changed it to the Gears of War shit, and I think Xbox made their shit Helldivers, right? You know, that was no kumbaya shit. That was for the goddamn
money.
All right? Like, these guys are funny with it. Like, they don't understand, like, this whole console war shit is really just the online shit that they go back and forth with. Like, all these corpos care about is that line going up.
If you will. And now they just...
yeah, literally.
We need war.
They want war.
Don't understand why there's not a kumbaya. Jack states up here...
Wow, this is what you guys told me to check in the Discord, right? This is what you guys are doing, right? You guys got him as Cyrax, right? Wow, right? Wow, I did not mean to zoom in, goddamn. Sorry about that, right? A shout out to... I see you guys getting active.
It'll never end at this point. Anything could happen, though, in this day and age. Hey. Obviously, with Xbox being full on third party and having their games everywhere. Nothing is impossible.
And PlayStation being third party, right? Look, you already know the COPE is about to come out right now. Cyrax would be more fun, definitely, right? You know, Cyrax clears effortlessly.
If there's enough financial power, etc. Again, when it comes to these kind of companies, they just need to want to make the idea become more than just that. So... Jack's getting a little philosophical here. I don't think it's that...
I mean, you guys get philosophical all the time. And you're right. I don't think it's that deep either. It's really just about the money, right?
It is pretty black and white. Corporation wants what? Money. And yes, if there is a lucrative way for any sort of partnership or a lucrative outcome for them in the long term, they will, of course, do that. But we don't need to get all philosophical here. And
so is he coming to grips with the fact that PlayStation is third party, right? Is he finally understanding?
Around with the words, but Meyer Park... chimes back in. Yeah, Sony could leave the business too anytime. We never know. If he stopped at that, you know what? We would never know.
And that didn't sit right with him.
These corporations will do what they want. They could get outbid, bought out. They could have the higher ups be like, I never have to work a day again in my life. My grandchildren won't ever have to because I got paid.
What is he talking about? See, this is what I mean. This shit hurt your feelings. So now you're seething about it. And you're seething about some shit that has 9 views. But then you want to start your video off saying that you're having a plethora. I mean, I don't know, man. It looks like the cupboards are pretty bare. If this is the best shit you got.
This lucrative amount to sell off every single asset or however that this would want to come to fruition, right? Let's just make believe for a second in that scenario. But no, he doesn't stop there, as you've probably read ahead. Economy is rough.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Economy.
Okay. Not necessarily wrong there either. However,
yeah, dude is talking out of his head. He's just saying anything at this point.
This is where it gets a little dicey. Sony porting its IPs to Xbox would be a scenario to save Sony. So again, it's almost like two truths and a lie.
No. That's why they put the games on PC. Everybody know, like...
Come on, you should know this.
They put the games on PC when they're actually trying to make the money, right? Come on now.
Right?
Yes.
We're sitting there.
You know, and if they really, you know, if they're really desperate, right, they might even put it on the dead console. Right? You know, when things get drastic.
Save the best for last. Last sentence. Sony porting its IPs to Xbox would be a scenario to save Sony. Save them from what? They are not...
Wow. Wow. Yeah, this guy is coping his ass off right now. Like, brother, why do you make these videos? This shit doesn't make any sense to me.
IPs to Xbox would be a scenario to save Sony. Save them from what? They are not in the situation that Xbox is in as far as hardware is concerned, as far as an ecosystem is concerned. They didn't put all their eggs in one basket for Xbox Game Pass and rely on a rental service in order to usher in their side of things, because they've been losing the console war and they wouldn't stick behind the quality and IPs and etc. that they had.
I mean, brother is seething and saying a whole bunch of nothing, right? We understand that they're in first place, right? We know that they won, but if that's the case, then why are they putting all their tentpole titles on PC, right? Why did they send games over to the Xbox, right? It just seems like they're a full third party, you know?
There is nothing that Sony needs to do in order to,
Yeah, here they go. Console said, yeah, exactly. That's the end all be all.
to give their
Even though console sales across the board are down, literally across the board, the worst that they've been since 1995.
first party single player games. If it makes sense for games as a service to go to other platforms, so
And you see, just like the Xbot guys, just live service games. All right, but the thing is, all of the tentpole title games, all the story games, shit, even games have gone day and date on PC, right? Shit, they didn't put games on Nintendo, right? But now it's just live service games.
be it, again, a corporation, X equals money. Simple as that. However, do they need
Okay, so being able to sell your games to more people to make more
Money.
right? Does he not understand that?
to, or do they want to alienate a lot of their fan base by putting their first party games on?
Oh, you guys ain't going nowhere. Shut up, talking all that shit, talking about alienating a fan base, man. All the games are on fucking PC, and you guys just gloss over the shit, right? All the games are on PC, but here we got you up here talking about fucking exclusives and whatnot.
On an Xbox console, especially when they're available on PC platforms at a certain time, you know, obviously.
At a certain time. I mean, with Helldivers, it was day and date, right? But that was just a live service game, dude, right? I mean, the China Hero Project and shit, they be putting games day and date. This is just straight up code.
Obviously, per title will be differentiating. The time frame will be a little different here and there. The PC elitists there really want that to be day and date, and probably for good reason.
Here we go.
You know, PlayStation first-party games are garbage. Nobody wants to play them. They're not that good, but we do want them on the PC ecosystem. But
It's not even about want. It's not like we're trying to will the shit into existence. We just know the shit's gonna happen. All right? You know what I mean? Just like with Death Stranding, just like with Ghost of Yote, all the goddamn exclusives. That's why I'm still waiting to see a game that's exclusive. We know that it's happening, right? It ain't no damn want. It's just inevitable.
anyway, that's another conversation for another time. But ultimately,
Yeah, get out of there, dog. Right? You're spiraling today, right? What the fuck type of video is this? You are all over the place. Look at this shit. Wow. Like, this shit was potent.
and the story here is Sony and PlayStation doesn't need to port their games onto a competing platform. They are not in
Oh, then why are they putting their games on every platform?
dire straits here. This delusional fantasy land, guys, like I said, really odd, really odd. But let's continue on here. Let's revisit Colt Eats.
Oh, my boy Minikata says none of them stream gameplay. They're all a bunch of grifting tourists. To be fair now, right? One thing I will say about this guy, right? I'll give him credit where it's due, right? Some people will try to say your boy Siggs is a hater, right? He does stream, out of all, it's so funny, right? He does stream Marvel Rivals, right? I've never actually watched him play, but he, without a doubt, I will give him his credit, right? This old bald dude who plays the fuck out of Marvel Rivals, right? So shout out. I'll at least give him credit for that, right?
Wood here, he states, this is how stupid they are. Misinformation, and they're so sure of themselves. But here you go.
Old Eastwood.
Blizzard just trolled all of the God of War.
You guys got your goddamn bingo cards?
Saros, Elder Scrolls, and Bloodborne coping fans. It's Diablo 4. When we're talking about the mysterious statue that appeared right before the Game Awards, or a couple weeks before the Game Awards, they announced what that structure was going to be eventually.
What about the exclusives? Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. You know these guys don't buy games, right?
Ended up being Divinity 3, as we all well know. If you haven't heard, that's what it is and in reference to. But to sit there and point shade and pull shade over people, stating that people that were thinking it's God of War, Saros, Elder Scrolls, and Bloodborne.
Yeah, you guys were coping.
Nope. Not happening.
Thinking it was Bloodborne, straight up coping. I mean, brother, this is the salt. I mean, this shit is from fucking December. And he's saying what, that you guys got trolled because you thought it was God of War, Sorrows? I mean, you guys were definitely coping. Now he looks kind of dumb saying it's Diablo 4, right? But I mean, this is what you got. And mind you, I'll repeat again, he started this video off saying that he had a plethora of sources.
So assuredly stating it's Diablo 4. Okay.
He says, does he have something from the year of 2026? I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
If anything, if it wasn't...
I mean, he's definitely getting closer to the year of 2026, right? He started off in goddamn 2021.
Divinity 3, if anybody was going to take a stab at this in the dark, it would have been Saros-like. I mean, that looks like an enemy from Saros. So if you were going to take a stab in the dark...
Brother, you guys were both fucking wrong. It wasn't Diablo. It wasn't Saros. So you're going to sit here and say which one would have been closer wrong? Like, what the fuck are you even arguing? God, this guy fucking sucks.
And be pretty confident, I would have assumed Saros myself. But again, I'm not...
And you would have been wrong just like him. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Go out there and be like, it is. It isn't these, but it is. He doesn't care. He just throws crap at...
Even worse, after the fact, you're saying, I would have said it would have been Saros or Bloodborne. Yeah, and you would have been wrong. Even you're doubling down on being wrong after the fact, and you're saying I would have been wrong, but it would have been closer to being right. Like, it is just weird.
Out there and like...
Yeah, exactly. Two regards fighting, yes. And honestly, he's just fighting with himself.
Yeah, I'm wrong again. What else is new? The sky is blue. I'm wrong again. That's what Colt does.
X Vault's content is like a wine. It needs to sit down in the vault, yes, for 2 to 3 months before he opens the bottle, yes, and then we get to enjoy the shit.
And he just continues on, but he just adds to that 0 credibility mark. But obviously, the sheep do like to follow along to that, so live in that delusional land. But we're not done with Colt here. We have another piece here. Talk about misinformation, probably. Xbox is making a major upgrade in Xbox Series console production to prepare for 2026 and beyond. Credit Jez Corden. So boy, oh boy.
All I can say is...
Nope. Not happening.
Just nonsense.
If you don't have a lot of credibility with Colt Eats Wood here...
Sigs, the ponies are never wrong. You should know this. You're right. I should know this.
You're then going to layer that up. You're going to layer that up in a spicy crunch wrap here. With the credibility of Jez Corden. Because they both...
Oh, wait a minute. But weren't you guys running with what Jez Corden said literally a couple months ago when he was saying that PlayStation is pulling back on PC ports, right? I mean, this is what I'm saying. That's the funny thing about Jez, right? Because I wouldn't go with what the shit that he says, right? I don't trust none of these guys, right? But it's funny because one second they want to believe Jez, the next second, right, they don't. It seems like they only want to run with Jez when he's saying some shit they want to hear.
If one of their
this post is 2 months old. Damn! I didn't even peep that. You're right. Another old post.
Abilities isn't through the roof and just so pure. And the data...
Yeah, it's looking like we're not getting a tweet from 2026.
Just they are right most of the time. I'll tell you what, let's double up both of those and see what happens. Probably not good. Well, as we all know, with the RAM increased prices and everything else with all the pieces and parts.
So where's the salt, brother?
It's looking a little dicey for Xbox Series Magnus, whatever you want to end up calling this console, this PC, this hybrid machine, whatever. We don't have firm information in regards to what we're looking at here.
I mean, I thought that they've confirmed it like multiple times at this point.
Still, because everybody's quiet about this right now. And
I mean, I thought that they confirmed it, right? The head of hardware, the female at goddamn AMD, like this shit done been confirmed multiple times.
Rightfully so, because they probably don't know what's going on. Pieces and parts, PlayStation, Sony, whatever, did secure enough. They've seen this coming for the price hikes and the pieces and parts. Did allow them to kind of go along the wayside, not have to increase the console prices even further at this point in time. In due time, will those increase? If the PS6 does come out, is that going to be a higher priced item? Probably so. But at this point in time, it is smart in this economy. It is.
I mean, brother is just yapping about nothing, right? He's literally talking about RAM increased prices. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm damn near zoning out.
Smart in regards to the prices and parts and pieces and all that stuff to sit there and maybe be like, you know what, we don't necessarily have to move on from this gen super quick. We can still squeeze a lot more out, maybe extend this gen for better or worse. For those of you looking for new hardware and technology, a lot of folks, there's still a lot of folks on Xbox One, right? And there's a lot of folks on the PlayStation 4 rather too, that haven't made the jump to even to PS5, and that's just how it is. So I think,
brother, I'm at the point where I'm damn near about to click off. What the fuck is he talking about?
I think these manufacturers and these corporations are starting to see that. Me, I love new technology, so whenever I get a new generation console, I'm all for it. I understand we probably haven't squeezed everything out in the current generation, but it is what it is. But I also understand that there's really no rush to do that. But again, just circling around for this post alone.
Yeah, you're just circling around, spiraling, not saying anything. Right? Like, what the fuck is this? And I'll repeat again, he started the video off saying he has a plethora of goddamn salt. I'm looking for the salt. Like, what the fuck?
They're so sure of themselves and being like, this is it, guys. Take this as gospel. And they end up being wrong yet again. I've lost count. I'm sure you guys have too, on how many times.
Yeah, console peasant shaking at the thought of price increases. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's funny that he's talking shit about the Magnus. I'm like, there's been people that actually work on the shit, like official people who confirm the shit, right? You got Sarah Bond, and then I don't even know the name of the female at AMD. She confirmed that shit. But with PlayStation, they haven't even announced the PlayStation 6, right? Like, this shit is just delusional.
Colt Eastwood and Jez Corden have both been wrong, assuredly so. But as we continue here, right? We got good old...
I mean, all of that. You did all of that yapping just to say that.
Xbox Series XS, this clown back once again on the channel. WB Discovery appears to be in trouble and in the news again, but here's our savior.
Okay, Lisa Sue.
Xbox P3 Phil Spencer. Can Microsoft Xbox save WB Interactive Entertainment? Because, yeah, you know what? They didn't learn their lessons from ZeniMax and ABK. Let's go ahead and add on WB because they can't manage the IPs and the platforms and everything else that they have under their umbrella, and been laying people off left and right because of the whole AI movement and wave. But let's go ahead.
I don't even understand how this is solved. Like, why would you give a fuck about, who cares about Warner Bros, right? Like, why does this even affect you, right? This just shows, like, Xbox be rent-free in these guys' heads.
And purchase WB because that's what Microsoft needs. That's exactly what they want on their table. Again, all this is bragging rights, right? They want to one-up Sony. They want to one-up anything under that umbrella because Sony has Crunchyroll. Sony has the rights to Spider-Man movie rights, and they have a deal with making the...
okay, so you do care. So you're actually, like, keeping track of this shit, right? This is just insane.
Insomniac Games right now and stuff like that.
Six, has X Vault celebrated Christmas yet? That's a great question. I'm just like, man, what are we looking at? I know I keep on repeating that, but this is just insane.
That for the umbrella under Spider-Man right now with that franchise and universe. But they want to find a way to one-up to make themselves feel better. And again, praising Phil, which, by the way, side note, where is Phil Spencer? I haven't seen hide nor hair of this guy.
Okay, so now shit's getting a little weird. He wants to see Phil Spencer?
In quite some time. No interviews, no podcasts, no statements.
Damn, this nigga missed Phil Spencer?
There's nothing like that going on. So really odd to me that that's going on.
I mean, I think it's odd that you just brought that up out of nowhere, that he wants to see Phil Spencer. I mean, that's kind of weird.
Where he's just kind of taking this vacated role. Hey, everything's burning down. Game Pass.
I mean, like, what? Literally, what is he going to say? Corpo speak, everything's an Xbox. Get on Game Pass, right? Like, I thought that he was a PlayStation guy, right? Why would he want to see Phil Spencer? I thought that Phil Spencer was on the way out.
This is still the best value in gaming, guys. Everything's an Xbox. And he starts just like shit.
Where are the PlayStation execs? I mean, said no one ever, right? Like, it's crazy that they talking about Phil Spencer. Someone said, Sarah Bond. Hey, listen, Sarah Bond is the president of Xbox. To play devil's advocate, I can understand someone being like, yo, where's Sarah Bond? You know what I mean, right? But, I mean, even then, it would just, like I said, be corpo speak. I I'm just wondering where's the salt.
Away out of camera focus, like, yeah, you guys do fine, yeah, well, yeah. You know what I mean? Doing that sort of thing. So just kind of a side note, really odd.
Yeah, and it looks like you really want to hear that from Phil Spencer for some reason.
Here, but and it looks like Colt just keeps putting that foot in the mouth here. But let's finish this off with a couple more Colt's items here, right? PlayStation is leading the niche console market next to Nintendo. Xbox is positioned to lead the gaming market with Game Pass, more ways to play, and the best first-party games. Let's add ABK. So this is obviously back from some time again. I just wanted...
Wow, back from some time again, right? Yeah, his obsession with Colt Eastwood is wild. I mean, brother, this should have just been a Colt Eastwood video. But yet he'll say that there's a plethora. You would think that he would have shit from at least within this week, right? Especially like with the shit that just happened recently, right? They had the Xbox Direct, you know, Halo going to PlayStation. There was some other game, a Fable and shit, right? Like, and you're pulling shit from way back when. This is sad.
To share this, a brief one, because when I talk about this stuff, not everybody's maybe been a part of this channel for so long where I've covered this sort of stuff, but he consistently has misinformation, terrible takes, terrible criticisms, doesn't understand the direction of the industry at all, and he's been doing this
projection
as far as media content a lot longer than I have, where I've just been a gaming fan and can see the writing on the wall. This is what allured me to this type of content, because I just absolutely asinine for the misinformation, the false hype, the goalpost moving, the narrative shifting, anything to keep those clicks and follows going. Okay,
so there we go, being jealous of Colt, right? Because his channel's a lot bigger than yours, right? I mean, this is just seething.
Information.
This just seems like jealousy to me.
False hope, right? Hopium, copium, whatever you want to name it. So let's get to his last example here. Now, I just thought this was odd to end on.
I mean, what was that? What was the point of even pulling that up, what you just showed, right? Other than to say that you've been watching Colt for a while and he's always kind of grinded your gears.
Because... here it is, right? Ghost of Yotei, and just shows a picture of the actress who played...
I mean, you should have gave us a trigger warning for that.
The protagonist in Ghost of Yotei, right? We'll just keep it simple here.
48 views, 1 repost, 1 like from fucking December 25th, right? Like I said, where's the salt? This is just sad.
And just... what? Like, are we just like making fun?
Dallas said that's all the pictures are going to PlayStation. Damn, right? I mean, this is a disgusting picture. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's almost like she tried to look disgusting. Like, it's almost like she went out of her way to look unattractive for the Game Awards. Or was this the Game Awards? I think this was the Game Awards, yeah. Either way, it happened so long ago, right? It seems so long ago. I don't know why he's bringing this up now.
To somebody just because of their reaction at the Game Awards here, but... whatever, I just find that odd, but he sits there and he wants... the reason I share this is because he sits there and, like I said at the beginning of this video, PlayStation fanboys are the most toxic and hateful and rude and etc, etc.
Yeah, and as a PlayStation fanboy, you took that personal.
Insert adjective, right? But then he comes in and just does stuff like this. Now, again, in Colt's defense, he just said Ghost of Yotei in all caps, but it doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take a genius to understand the underlying weight of this post, the meaning of this post, of it being derogatory, of it having so many...
You sound like you are a male feminist.
Yeah, the bitch look ugly, right? Like, she looks disgusting. Are you going to try and defend her?
Jabs, right? We all know. We're not stupid. Most of us aren't stupid. We understand.
Yeah, and you called someone on Twitter a fucking nonce.
And what we're doing here. But again... how hypocritical is he as well? He just doesn't stop. Foot, insert mouth. I swear this guy doesn't have more than 2 brain cells firing off at one given time. It's absolutely insane. And the
projection. I mean, brother, it seems like you just wanted to cope and seethe about Colt, right? You should have just made this a solo Colt video, right? That's what this should have been.
Awareness? Completely out the window. Completely out the window. But again, guys, class act...
yeah, if that's derogatory, that's on you. He literally just posted a picture of her, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you like the picture, then, you know, just I don't understand why you're so upset about it. And it's interesting, like, how he didn't mention like her name, like, because I think her name in the game is Atsu or whatever, right? I guarantee you probably hasn't even fucking played the game.
Fox fan base in a nutshell for the most part when it comes to the fanboys, fraud, shills, and grifters.
Oh, there we go. Bingo card, right? Fraud, shills, and grifters.
Again, PlayStation fanboys are the most saltiest. PlayStation fanboys are the most delusional. PlayStation fanboys just don't get it. It's not Xbox fanboys, fraud, shills, and grifters. It's the PlayStation fanboys, fraud, shills, and grifters, where, yes, there are a few. But the way...
Brother, you're a PlayStation fanboy. And I mean, all the fanboys are goofy, right? I mean, what are we doing here, right? Oh, it's like he's trying to defend PlayStation fanboys, you know? What's up with that, right? It's almost like he's a PlayStation fanboy and he feels triggered, right, by the narratives.
It's completely heavily one-sided on the Xbox side of things, and that's just the facts. Take it or leave it, right? That being said, we will wrap up the video here, guys. I really appreciate
Yeah, I'm glad you got that off your chest, brother.
it. If you stuck around for the entirety of the video, thank you so much. Appreciate that as well. Every
Anytime.
like and comment does help out.
Yeah, thanks for the salt, right? You know, and I don't even like the video, right? I mean, holy shit. X-Vault embracing his fanboyism is funny. I hope he's aware of that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been a while since we've listened to X-Vault.